Bit Generations was a fairly obscure line of budget titles released near the end of the Game Boy Advance's life. Spread out between two waves, 14 days apart, in July of 2006, the 7 games here are split between puzzle games or smaller experimental titles, all of which sporting simplistic graphics over a plain black and white background, giving them a real liminal vibe. All but one of these were developed by Skip Limited of Chibi Robo fame, except for Digidrive, which they skipped. Instead of the typical Game Boy Advance packaging, they all came in these Apple-esque stylish white boxes, and the cartridges were matte black with reflective labels, making these feel extra premium. And despite the apparent minimalism, each of these games have that signature strangeness and charm that Skip is typically known for. For example, the weird humanoid paddle seen in Boundish, adding some charm to what is otherwise a basic Pong game. And Dotstream, despite being just a basic racing game at its core, has over an hour of music, much of which being very experimental, even containing elements of genres like breakcore. But the most intriguing one of all is Sound Voyager, a game about constructing songs by finding individual music strings, and is notably playable entirely through listening to the game audio alone, no screen required. As a result, it ends up being more of an experience rather than a game. Despite their experimental nature and Japanese exclusivity during their initial run, starting in 2008, 4 of these games and a handful of brand new ones were localized through the WiiWare and DSiWare services, under the name ArtStyle. Not much about the original GBA games were changed, aside from an added tutorial and small bump in presentation. Not to mention everyone's favorite, Wii pointer controls. But as faithful as the newer games are to the simplistic design philosophy of the originals, unless you're a huge puzzle gamer, then they likely won't appeal to you.